Network, or if you are watching on our YouTube station.
Didn't you say this is a shortened game?
This is 2 quarters of JV followed by a full varsity matchup. So the Linton Miners on the scoreboard tonight will be adorned in red. The Patriots of Vincennes Rivet will be in purple on the screen. So once this game gets going, we are very excited to welcome the Patriots from Vincennes Rivet. We are very excited tonight because we are going to welcome, for the first time, to our announcers table, Shaylee Killian. Shaylee is a junior at Linton-Stockton, and you may remember her as a member of the junior varsity basketball team. And she wrote today and said that she would like to come and sit on air with us and do a little work, and that just tickled us today. This is great to be able to welcome her, not only in a broadcasting role, but also as a member of the Linton-Stockton girls basketball team.
Ever pull that?
So we're going to have you, Shaylee, welcome.
Hi.
Don't be nervous.
Okay.
Don't be nervous. Shaylee, so your season, you want to talk a little bit about your season run for the girls and what you learned? And
Yeah, definitely. We had a little bit of a rough start with new coaching staff and everything. Took a little bit of time for us to get used to each other and learn how to play with each other. But once we really started to play as a team, it was really good. And it was really cool to watch all the freshmen be able to come up and really put their mark on things and really just play with everybody and really just show their confidence in the game. And
You poor kid. Did you just run over here?
a little bit. I'm a little out of breath.
So talk to us a little bit about, for those that may not be familiar with Shaylee Killian. Obviously, you are a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah.
So you run cross country, you play basketball, tennis,
Yes.
and you're going to run track, I assume, in the spring. So that's 4 sports. Member of the homecoming court. Obviously, you have some siblings.
Yeah.
You are class president of the. Are you class president of the
yes,
junior
I am.
class? And what else are you involved in?
I do golf too.
Oh, I forgot about golf.
Gee, many
I always
Christmas.
forget
How do you
about
find
golf.
the time to do all that?
I don't know.
That's
I
what
do-
dedication means, to give your all to something and put your best foot forward. And you are, to me, you're one of the best representation of Might and Pride. I can say that because
thanks.
you always bring a smile to the group on Fridays whenever we're able to meet, and you obviously are a well-respected teammate and you're excel in the academics. So.
I can tell you that Big D and I always enjoyed kind of watching you play, because I don't think we've seen anybody play defense quite as hard as you do, young lady, and
thanks.
we enjoy that. If there's a loose ball on the floor,
You're going after it.
she's the first one
Yeah,
there.
and even if you're down by 15 or 20, you're still going to do it. I mean, you're not going to let up, and that's the things people notice in the stands. People like me, we notice that effort.
Yep, we
And,
do.
When you're doing it as such a youngster, we know you're only going to improve on that, and that spreads around the team. So I applaud that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I didn't do that when I was a freshman. So
Well, she's older than a freshman.
yeah.
oh wow,
Junior.
I am.
she's a junior.
She's a
I am
junior.
really old.
You're not old. You're
No.
Did she say old?
she's not old.
High school years. High school years.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on at Linton-Stockton. That's obviously, we talked about the JAG pop can drive that is going on. I don't know if you saw this, because this was just announced today, but we've got 3 of our Minor Pride sponsors serving as drop-off locations for pop tabs, and those go to obviously the Ronald McDonald House in Indianapolis to be used for. They put it towards housing of those that are staying there when they have children that are in Riley Hospital. So this is a very good cause. But what else is going on at Linton-Stockton? What's some cool things that, from a student perspective, you'd like to share?
I think that we do have a lot of good athletics, but I really appreciate all the access we have to clubs. A lot of the clubs I'm in like the Bring Change to Mind, and we just did like a big like vendor thing in the
Right.
at the last high school game, and it's really cool that we have access to all these things, because not a lot of schools do. And then also we have the Linton Minor Band, and we're doing a fundraiser for that right now. But there are a lot of kids that would like to join, but not all of them have like access to instruments or like have the money to do it. So a lot of our fundraising goes to that and gives them the opportunity to play and take pride in the things that they want to do.
Well, that's something else I forgot. You're in the band.
I was just going to say.
And you're in the cadets.
And can I say, because we have said this, Heather said this, Big D has said this as a former band member and alum, that the band has really come alive this year. I don't know what it is, but when you're playing in here, it just comes alive.
I know. It's actually really, really fun to play this year.
Well, and I think something I'm going to say, and I'm not putting you on the spot, and I'm not trying to embarrass you by any means, so please understand that. But we've always said with this club is that we wanted to have student involvement. We wanted to have people that would show up to meetings. We wanted to make sure that we had people that would come to games and be a student presence and that would bring things to the table and share things with those that are watching or those that are following our Facebook page. And we know that a lot of people are involved in athletics. We know a lot of people are involved in like travel ball, so they're at practices during the week. Mm-hmm. We know some people have jobs, and some of them have multiple jobs. But I think something that really stuck out to something that you said one day in club, and this kind of echoed what Bryn Anderson has said before too. You only live once, you're only young once, and you dedicate yourself to certain things and you give it your all and you make time for what's important. So from us to you, thank you so much for writing today and volunteering to come in and help, because we know you've not been able to obviously be with us because you've been playing. So, and we got 6 ball games to go, and we're just happy that people can look up in the stands and see student involvement, because there's student involvement with us going on behind the scenes, but this is the visible part that people want to see. So we're very excited to have you.
It just took a little bit for her to get used to it. She had to go through those meetings to like, what are these two? What do they really like?
Well, I'll tell you too, as an older, you look back on your high school years, you really do. People will tell you that, and you'll think, but you will. Once it's gone and behind you in the rearview mirror, there are things you will wish you would have done, even though at the time you get tired of it. There are things you will wish you would have done, and you're doing them. So you're not leaving any regrets behind. So that's the way to do it.
Now tell me something here from a student perspective. I'm seeing lots of people wear jerseys. There's lots of people coming in that are sporting minor jerseys. So was this a spirit day that we missed, or was this something that they decided? I'm looking down here and I'm seeing a number of, like, I see Bethany Daly has on obviously a jersey, as well as Danielle Feltner, and then I noticed some that I'm not familiar with their names that have walked in that they're wearing, some of the teachers. So was there a spirit day today at school?
I'm not sure actually.
I missed that memo. Them. So one thing I want to say, because I fielded a few questions, I field a lot of questions on a daily basis. But when we did our Facebook Live yesterday, I was sporting a Miners sweatshirt, and I was actually asked in a couple of messages why we don't wear Miner gear when we're doing our broadcast. And I think this is a perfect opportunity to share that with all of you again, is that when we broadcast, we are, even though we do obviously support Minor Pride, we are supposed to wear Rader Media Sports gear, because we are impartial to both sides of the court. And I want to thank all of the comments that we got that were kind comments about the sweatshirt that I had on. You can find those at Linton Sporting Goods, which is one of our Minor Pride sponsors. So there's a nice plug for them. But we have to follow some rules that are set forth and be kind of impartial here on either side of the court. So we're going to take a really quick time out here to hear from our pregame sponsor, which is Jordan Vaught Insurance of Bloomfield. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Jordan & Vaught Insurance Agency, you don't pay extra for the over 80 years of combined experience that will be available to you when dealing with questions about your auto, home, farm, life, or Medicare supplements. They're always there to help from 8:30 to 5 p.m. on weekdays at 123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan and Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. Thank you to Brandon Daly, who reached out and said the team is having a teacher appreciation night and have asked their favorite teachers to wear their jersey tonight.
Oh, how cool is that?
So that's pretty, I remember this from last year, but it's pretty cool to be able to see it again this year. So that's obviously
That's really a good idea.
An annual tradition. So
Big D,
cool.
Big D, you're not as old as me, obviously, but you're older. Do you remember those cold commercials from years ago, and the killer line used to be at the end, is it better than a mitten?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it better than a mitten?
Yeah, that's rough.
It's like
I was like
I've
that
got
on-
a cold, and I'm just going to try to get over it here. But
I was like that on Monday. Unfortunately, we didn't.
well, I think you gave it to me.
Well, we are close.
That's pretty.
We are close.
I'm going to venture to say that. Big D, whenever you have a cold, do you keep pushing through, or you want to just lay down a nap?
Well, you have to push through. I'm a musical guy, so I've had gigs where I've not been able to talk or walk or whatever, and you have to do whatever you've got to do to get through the show, no matter what. I'm lucky because we've got you and Kevin, so we got three of us that can get. We got help tonight too. So now, if I don't have anything to do, I'm going to hit the pillows and the blankets, and I'm going to do the old sweat out. Where when we were on the road playing music, he would actually wear a hooded sweatshirt and just sweat out all the bad germs. Sometime
Well, I know that this is going around, and it was only a matter of time until.
Well, I heard today that Shoals shut down their school because there was so many people sick.
Oh, I had not heard that.
Yeah, they did a synchronous day or something like that. So
how is
Shaylee, be
illness
glad
this-
that we're sitting all the way over here.
I'm good, Shaylee.
Yeah.
So
I thought we should move together. And
We put the healthy ones all
this
the way
is
over
normal,
there.
though.
We've got
Usually
a
I'm
spot-
all the way at one side of the
a
table.
spot right
and-
here for you, right?
No, you don't want to be over here.
Now, Vincennes, where I'm at, is
Happy Valentine's Day to us.
a lot of
Let's
sickness
put
as
it
well.
that way.
What I hope is that it makes its run through and it clears out before we get.
Speaking of Valentine's Day, you want to keep in tune to Raider Media Sports Facebook page, because every day at 8 o'clock in the morning we are posting a giveaway. Today's giveaway is a garden, essentially all in one kit. So you have a riser, some seeds, the soil, and so forth, but each day it's going to get a little bit more exciting as to what we're giving away, and all you have to do is participate and follow our page.
Okay, trying to circle these starters here as they come out. I've got, it's Jake Rose, Drake Netherland, Reuben Goodman, Gage Sullivan, and Josh Lauer for the Miners.
Rivet has Cody Ladson, 34, 32.
Cody Ladson, Ashnor Multani, number 55 is jumping. Number 32 is Hunter Bilski. Number 11 is Miles Holka. I'm missing one.
10
but
is Nash Ransom.
What is the number?
10.
10,
He's at
Nash
the top.
Ransom. Okay. They don't always announce the starters for the junior varsity game. And again, we're only playing 2 quarters tonight. So it's going to be a little different here. I don't know if that's because of just overall numbers, or had we heard, Heather, or illness, or whatever. I don't know.
Well,
but it's just 2 quarters.
This has been on the schedule as a 2-quarter game for over a week, so I don't know that it has anything to do with illness. Rather that I do have to wonder if it's based on they've got 3 players here on the bench. So
And if you look at that roster, there is 1 senior on the whole thing and a whole lot of sophomores and juniors. So you wonder, most of these kids are probably on the varsity roster as well.
Reuben Goodman came out quick. Kingston Crane is now in the ball game for the Miners. And going to the free throw line is Miles Holka, the junior. And there's off the glass, no good.
that foul was on Jake Rose, his first.
Miles will get a second one. That's pretty. Nice rotation, and he's got 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. It gives the visitors a 1-0 advantage. Netherlands, left side, Kingston Crane on the wing. Now they work it over to the right side. Cross court. Kingston Crane, Trey on the way. No good. Long rebound. I didn't know if they called a jump ball or a foul, but they called the foul there. And it's against the Miners.
Netherlands,
we should mention this first quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. Call Allie Walton, Mary Beth Gerald, and Audrey Sparks of Linton today.
Nash Ransom bringing it up right at the logo, working on the right side now to Holka. Back again to Ransom. In the left-hand corner, Multani. Oh, a nice tray for Ashnor Multani, a junior.
That's a Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
Thank you. Working on the left side, Kingston Crane out on top. Sullivan, baseline. Working the ball around the perimeter. Spin move, kick out. Jake Rose wants the tray. And he gets it. Jake has a Walton Funeral Service 3-pointer, and just like that, it's 4-3. Rivet on top right now. And by the way, if there's any Rivet fans watching at home who couldn't make the trip, we're glad to have you along tonight. Gage Sullivan with it on the right side. Back to Netherlands. Gage eyes it, flies it, no good. Off the back iron. Rebound Lauer. Pivots right into number 10, Ransom, and they call a foul there. Big D, I've gotten so used to just the automatic jump ball signal, but we've had 2 fouls on those instead of jump balls tonight.
As you said, really all season, that seems to be the go-to. If there's any doubt, just put both thumbs up for the jump ball. Good pass.
Nice feed to Owen Smith, but he couldn't finish. Rebound pulled out of there by Bilski, Hunter Bilski. He's a junior. Working to the right side is Ransom. Gets it over to the left to Holka, back to Ransom. Right baseline, Ladson. Ball tipped away. Ransom runs it down, and there's a chest pass that goes right by the intended target, and Drake Netherlands coming the other way. He backs his way across the timeline. Right side, Trey. Up no good. Rebound. Pulled out of there by Rivet. The Patriots off and running. Nice jumper. Up won't go, though. Jake Rose flying the other way. In the lane, he gets double teamed. He's got to get rid of it. Gets it to Owen Smith. Owen likes the tray. No good. Lauer doing the dirty work underneath. Gets fouled.
Want to give a couple of shout-outs. Melody threw us watching at home. Brandon Daly says, checking in from Michigan. These rescheduled games seem to conflict with work travel every time. But thanks for the coverage. And that answers a question on our YouTube station. Is this their makeup game? Yes, it is. This was originally scheduled for January 6th. But since the school didn't come back for essentially almost the entire week, this was one of these makeup games that was important to get back on the schedule.
Number 20 comes in, Bracy Moron for Rivet. Another kid came in as well.
Lauer, second free throw is good. He hits 1 of 2 from the line. That knots it up at 4-all. Does watching here make you miss it?
A little bit. A little bit more than a little bit.
Well, I can tell you, for your first time on camera, you're a rock star. So
Thanks.
I had
working inside,
no
kick it
questions
back out. Long tray on the way. Off the bank board, no good. Gage Sullivan bringing it the other way. Gage looking to the left side. Kingston Crane. Reuben Goodman has come back in the ball game. Owen Smith with it. Back to Reuben. Seems like when Reuben comes in, things kind of settle down a little bit. You get that feeling, Big D?
Yeah, he kind of takes control at the top of the key. That's 2 shots by Crane that from our
normally
angle,
he can make those.
and they look like they're going right in.
Great interception. Great anticipation by Gage Sullivan. We're coming the other way.
Yeah, that was, it looked like an easy 3 for Rivet, but Sullivan got back.
Jake Rose kicks it out. Goodman. Reuben drives in the lane off the glass. Sweet.
I'd like to see more of that. The Miners are 1 of 6 from 3 right now, but that drive, especially with his size and strength, should be there.
He's the leading one on the junior varsity, able to do that, and that's why he gets more varsity time.
Right. Nice
There's
play.
a ball tipped away by Owen Smith.
Oh,
Goodman
got him.
Nice pass. Wanted to go to Gage Sullivan. Gets the rebound off the bankboard. Wow.
An easier two you'll never
That was
find.
an attempted pass that was tipped up off the bankboard and fell right to him.
Wonder if that would constitute
Now, who
an
was that
assist.
again?
That was Gage Sullivan
Gage Sullivan. I got to make sure I get that down on the scoreboard here.
on the rebound.
Where are you, Gage? There you are. 2 points. First two for him. There's a jumper on the right side. No good. Jake Rose will pull that one down. We're just over 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. 8-4, and yes, Kevin's got a bad cold, but we're hanging on here. Gage Sullivan on the left-hand side off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Rivet. Oh, nice steal. Gage Sullivan. Or no, Kingston Crane to Gage Sullivan, and Gage puts it off the glass. Now, Kevin, that wasn't Gage Sullivan, was it?
No, the basket was by Goodman.
Goodman got it.
It
Boy,
was
I'm off on all kinds of things on that play.
Kingston Crane that got the steal.
That's it.
We're going to take a quick timeout and be with you in just a moment. This is Raider Media Sports.
Correll's LP Gas has quite a story to tell. A locally owned operation for 78 years, offering residential and agricultural propane in 6 counties. They also fill camper, motorhome, and gas grill cylinders. Correll's LP Gas, located at Highway 54 in Linton. Check them out on Facebook or by phone at 812-847-4076.
Welcome back to Raider Media Sports. Linton Sporting Goods has been serving Linton and surrounding areas with quality sporting goods and screen printing for over 25 years. They also specialize in embroidery and team sales. Located on Highway 54 west in Linton, stop by and visit this family and locally owned shop today. Kevin?
About 1:56 now remaining in this first quarter.
Lots of you checking in on Facebook and YouTube. We'll do a catch-up here in just a moment.
Glad to have you along. Vincennes Rivet visiting the Linton Miners. They'll play 2 quarters of JV, and then we will go on to the varsity. There's a good anticipation there. Steal by Goodman, but they called a foul.
Oh, he came down on the line on the near side there.
Brian and Sarah Carell are watching on YouTube. We want to say hello to the Carells. Carell's gas sponsor of boys basketball this season.
Working it around up top. Ransom goes to the right side. Ladson tries to go inside. No go. Cross court. Trying to penetrate, pivots around and dragged his pivot foot, apparently. The referee calls, and Big Deke made the call at the same time, traveling.
Give me the striped shirt.
10-4, 1:30 to play. I imagine there are some people who think we're wearing those up here.
I could only do one side at a time, though. You wouldn't catch me running up and down the court.
Kingston Crane with it out on top. Owen Smith. Goodman, bounce pass into Gage Sullivan. Boy, that was high off the glass. He must have gotten hammered a little bit on that one. Ransom on the left side. Now bounce pass inside. Bilski loses it. Goodman has it. It's a 1-on-2, and he's going to make the run and get fouled.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, commit, go inside. He's a big kid. You're either going to draw the foul, get a charge, or you're going to get a bucket, or you're going to get all of that.
It's one of those you just don't know, because when you're outnumbered, you don't really know what the right thing is to do. But he used his body well to get around the first defender.
Who was
in and out, no good.
Who was going to step in front of him is what I would think. Miners are 1 of 3 now at the line.
Free throw, no good. Jake Rose comes down with it, feeds out to Kingston Crane. He spins out to Gage Sullivan. Gage takes it to the lane and goes right back to Jake Rose. No good. Rebound, Goodman. Nice hustle. Ooh, all alone, Owen Smith underneath, but couldn't quite get the ball to him. Sullivan, left side, bounce pass. Goodman, top of the key, backs off. Jake Rose off the rim, gets his own rebound. The follow, no. Another follow, and he gets it. Second time was a charm. 5 for Jake Rose, and it's 12-4 Miners.
Right in the face.
Rivet loses it, tries to save it, and gets it off Jake Rose's noggin, I think. I think he's all right, though.
Right off the noggin. That's
Hunter Bilski will inbound.
Special feeling when the ball comes right off of your head.
Yeah, we used to call that, you're tattooed about inflate to 10 pounds because that's what it says on the ball. And figured that's about what it says on your forehead. Jake Rose the other way,
Almost.
off the backboard, no good, full court. But the JV Miners leading 12-4 at the end of one quarter, or really in this case, halftime. This is Rader Media Sports.
We do want to, we are getting quite a few questions as to why tonight's ball game is only 2 quarters for JV. And to be honest, we don't know the answer to that. We're assuming it's because there's only 3 extra people on the Vincennes Rivet bench. We're not really sure, but if we get any information on that, any answers, we can most certainly answer that question. One thing I want to say is we're seeing lots of jerseys in the audience, and these are what we're told is that the players could pick a teacher to have teacher recognition night, and then the teacher wears that jersey. What I'm seeing right now is Kevin Cross is sporting Tucker Lint, number 32. Just want to give a shout out to Tucker from the Linton-Stockton FFA Facebook page. It says, congrats to Tucker Lint for winning the District 7 FFA Turf and Landscape Management Proficiency Award. As part of his Supervised Agricultural Experience program, Tucker owns and operates Tucker Daniel Lawn Care, takes pride in his work, and enjoys serving his residential and business customers. Earlier next month, he will compete in the state level competition. So that's pretty cool.
Very
Another
impressive.
athlete excelling in the classroom and other extracurricular activities.
That's very cool. The FFA program has really come alive here. Baseline jumper on the left side, no good. Rebound is pulled down by Big Ian Motter, all 6'5". He has somebody sneaking up behind him. He avoids the travel, but gets his pass picked off. Holka coming the other way, has a shot blocked by Netherland, foul.
Great pick.
So Shaylee Killian, I'm curious, if you would have worn your jersey for a teacher, who might that teacher have been?
Put her on the spot.
You can think about it for a while.
Okay, let me think about that.
What class do you need help in your grades? That's the one I'd be thinking of.
Henry Holka stepping to the line.
We are in the second quarter, sponsored by Key Associates of Linton.
Henry gets that one down. He's freshman. It's his first point of the ballgame.
Want to say hello to Margaret Ann Simon, who's watching on YouTube. Thank you for the support of the minor apparel fundraiser.
Henry gets the second one.
And your sponsorship of Rader Media Sports.
So it is now 12-6. The Miners on top.
You got this series to think about that answer. We are not letting you off the hook.
Shot by Lauer is no good, and then a body's flying underneath. Let's see what the call is here.
Looks like it's going to be on. Saw a 3. Maybe it's Sullivan. Perhaps it was Lauer.
So one question.
Netherland going to the line.
One comment that I have received, and we want to thank Dave Zorman for watching tonight's broadcast. They said when North Davies played Rivet, they only played 2 quarters as well. He thinks it's due to the lack of players. And what I'm noticing right now, there's only 1 substitution on their bench.
Yeah,
but Heather, we have seen that with some other schools, have we not this year?
We have, but we've seen some not play JV at all. We've seen some go to 2 quarters, and I think it's just
I like the 2-quarter idea. At least they get a couple.
Well, the problem I see with it is you got a school like Linton that has, as we see, 7 guys over there on the bench. They're probably not going to see a whole lot of time.
Double team over in the corner. They get it out of there and get it over to the left side, and boy, almost out of bounds. Able to retrieve it. Holka with the ball.
Rivet moves
now on the right
well.
side to Multani. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Ian Motter. Boy, he just hops on the ladder at 6'5", and he's got it. Goodman with the ball, working with the left hand, driving to the baseline. Now it's 1-on-3.
Yeah,
shot up and good. Will it count?
It sure should.
Boy, 1-on-3, and you still get it.
22 Hulk are going to get the foul, and he's just physically.
No basket. I think they waved it off.
Oh my gosh! Just after I mark it.
before the foul, or before the shot, I'm sorry. Motter, Trey, no good. Rebound, Sullivan, hook shot off the glass.
His first points of the night.
Oh, I had him for 2 already, so I must have messed up. I'm not surprised. Working on the left side. Just a shade over 5 minutes to play in this junior varsity contest. Nice feed in the lane.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure that Hunter Bilski was ready for it. Get it over on the right side. Shot in the air by
Great
Holka.
shot.
Henry Holka hits a
Walton Funeral Service three-point shot.
I was looking for the right card. I kept looking at the wrong ones. Netherland with it across the timeline. 4:50 to go in this ball game. Goodman, Netherland. Go inside, Motter. Goodman wants to go to the cup, off the glass. Wow. To have the strength to pull that off, Rubin gets his 6th. When you can take the contact and still go to the cup, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Rivet working the ball around. There's a nice penetration and the kickoff and the beautiful shot. Ashnor Multani gets the Walton Funeral Service three-pointer, and that's his 2nd of the night for 6 points. 18-12 on the Stanger home scoreboard. Miners, cross court. Here's Goodman again. Well, I wondered if they might call offensive there, but they call blocking.
He was moving. Number 11 is Miles Holka. So there's 2 of them, Henry Holka and Miles
Yes,
Holka.
yes.
So now we got her on the spot. Jersey, teacher, who would it be?
Shaylee?
Okay.
I think she doesn't want to answer this question.
She doesn't have to. She
No,
doesn't have
I
to.
would probably Mrs. Ash. She's the math teacher.
Okay.
It's a great choice.
+5 in the grade book.
Gaither Power Sports. If you need an Evolution golf cart. Gosh, guys, you're rubbing off on me.
No,
Gaither
sorry to
Power
hear that.
Sports is the place for you. Prices starting at $69.95. They come with an 8-year battery warranty and 0% financing for 36 months. Gaither Power Sports is also your Avington e-bike dealer. Gaither Power Sports and Trailer Sales is located on State Road 54, just west of Linton, in business since 2003.
We hand you the Mucinex now.
Well, I've already been working on that just to try to be. Maybe that's why I've.
Could be.
Well, now, you didn't feel too well last week, so I think I'm the last
true.
one on the train here.
That's true.
Feed underneath, knocked back out of bounds, off Rivet. Miners will try it again.
Sarah, thank you for your comment in that. We think that Linton-Stockton FFA program is doing phenomenal things. We've got a number of our minor broadcasting students that are in that club, and I just think it's phenomenal.
That was huge when I was in high school. There must have been 20, 30 members of the FFA.
Well, we knew it was a big deal when they got Kevin from, was it Sullivan?
Sullivan.
We knew it was a big deal because people were talking about what a steal he was, and it's proving to be true with that program. Gage Sullivan coming up across the timeline.
Big part of Greene County, really in all the counties in this area.
Oh, great pass to Kingston Cray. Now on the left. Jumper on the way from Lauer. There's a three-pointer. Josh Lauer, Walton Funeral Service Trey. He has 4.
Miners are now 2 of 12 from the three-point range.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nobody's hitting them.
Shot off the back iron.
Jeff Hall mentioned that he's watching from the comfort of his recliner 2 quarters as a result of the low numbers of team members not due to illness. It's been seen several times this year from both boys and girls.
Yeah,
and he says,
I agree.
go Miners. We do know that the 5th and 6th grade boys are playing their last home game of the season tonight in the middle school gym against Spencer tonight.
Goodman. Crane inside Sullivan. Hook shot.
There you go. That's a new move.
I have Gage for 6, but we'll total that up at the end.
Be very much me missing it. I think Jeff Hall's not here because that state runner-up ring is probably weighing him down.
Not able to get out of the
I think
recliner.
it's nice for him to have a night off.
True.
And,
Yeah, it is. It is.
Obviously, he'll be ready to go first thing in the morning for bus routes for school, and hopefully we're not going to have the weather that they're forecasting in the morning.
I'll tell you, I put that ring on for a second. He let me try it on. I darn near couldn't get it off. I thought Jeff was going to cut my finger.
Sure, you couldn't get it off.
There's a nice shot off the glass.
Holka number 211 gets his third.
Yes, Miles Holka gets his third point of the night.
I'm sure Jeff would have found a way to get that ring off.
Oh, I'm sure. 2:04 remaining in this contest. 23-14, Miners by 9 on the Stanger home scoreboard.
The Grill of Linton is a Linton tradition that has lasted over 100 years and in the same family for the last 40. Open 7 days a week with steak night every Friday and Saturday night. You can dine in or carry out at this eatery located in the heart of downtown Linton. Fish Monuments is located at 289 A Street Northeast in Linton. They will meet with you to design your special cemetery monument. So whether you're pre-planning or have recently experienced the death of a loved one, call Fish Monument in Linton or reach them by phone at 930-236-3002. Best of luck to the Linton Miners this season. Bender Lumber proudly supports our area's student athletes. From building supplies to expert help with your projects, Bender Lumber has you covered. Everyone at Bender Lumber in Linton is rooting for the Miners. Kevin?
I think they're all congregating over there, Heather.
The announcement from the PA just said to head to the corner of the gym, and we'll be showing that in its entirety.
Gage Sullivan getting ready to inbound the basketball. Gets it into Drake Netherland. Working against a full court press now. Kingston Crane back to Netherland. Back to Crane.
13 Blaze Boger is in the game for the Patriots.
Owen Smith wanted to try kind of a little dip pass into Sullivan, but it was knocked away. Netherland gets it into Crane. Kingston looking for someone to get the ball to, and he does, to a cutting Lauer, who gets it way too high off the backboard. And we're coming the other way. Holka passes off to Bilski. His shot is up and good. First two in the game for Hunter Bilski.
He's been in the paint all night. That was his first opportunity.
1:30 now remaining in the Stanger home scoreboard. Shot off the glass again by Lauer.
Jeff Hall said that he let another one put it on last Thursday night and it got stuck. So now he only has one. He has one less finger. Thanks for paying attention to us, Jeff. That just shows you're listening.
Shot off the glass, going to be a foul called on Lauer. You know, I always remember that story, and I believe it was the owner of the New England Patriots who said that he let Putin, of course, the prime minister or whatever you want to call him, president of Russia, try on his ring, and he never gave it back. Putin left with the ring.
That doesn't sound a bit of a surprise to me.
That first free throw up and no good by Holka.
Well, the scoreboard here is not. My apologies at home. Apparently, they're changing on us here. Do you have 17 to 23, guys?
Well, I have to total it up.
I don't have the computer going.
We will continue here with our sponsor ads at Indiana Farm Bureau. We're not just good at insurance, we're good at your insurance. So talk to your local agent, Jathan Wright. He's here for you whether you want to talk in person, get started online, or you can call him at 812-798-2615. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
I'm one off on both sides. I have 22 to 16, I think.
The snow and cold are plentiful this year, so watch out for the ice. Make sure your vehicle is protected now. Call Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance to melt your worries away.
Nope, there's 23. I have 23-16 is what I have.
Well, that's what I had before, but they have
adjusted it?
Yes, they have.
Okay. Well, then somebody probably got a tray.
I think that last shot by Rivet was, in fact, a tray.
Oh, okay.
It was announced as 2 points, so
okay.
I think that has been adjusted.
Holka, free throw, good. Kingston Crane, spinning to the left hand. Now he gets boxed in, gets it in the middle. Sullivan across the timeline, working now on the right side. Tries to throw it cross court. That's picked off.
Oh, he's tackled.
Oh, and it goes out of bounds. Yeah, he was tackled. And it was not violent football tackle.
No.
It was just like in slow motion. They both just kind of leaned their way to the ground.
Like Holka caught the pass, and Lauer brought him down for a 4-yard gain.
52 seconds remaining in this ball game, in this junior varsity contest. Working the ball on the right side is Henry Holka. Bilski puts it down, dribbles once, gets the shot up, short, no good. Nice tip there by Multani, and then he gets rewarded with a hoop. 8 for him. Lauer sneaks away behind the inbound press and misses it. Oh my, but off the glass, the good follow by Kingston Crane. First 2 in the game for Kingston.
Want to say hello to Kay Sullivan watching on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network.
Bilski. Oh my, folks, look at how close this score is all of a sudden.
It's a Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
3 for Hunter Bilski. He has 5 now, and it's 25-22. Miners only ahead by 2, and boy, it seemed like they were ahead by 10 or more, and all of a sudden you blink, and it's a 2-point ball game with 12 seconds remaining on the Stanger home scoreboard.
Bilski.
Autumn Trace of Greene County is the perfect setting for seniors to call home. Seniors can live as independently as they wish while enjoying as much supportive care as they may request in their daily lives from their 24-hour care staff. Call Jessica and her friendly staff at 812-699-4464 to schedule your tour. Come and find out why so many of your friends and neighbors have already picked Autumn Trace as their choice to age in place. And are you looking for TV or high-speed internet? Give Mike Warren a call at Midwest Satellite. He offers Dish TV plans starting at $91.99 a month and T-Mobile high-speed internet for $60 a month. Call Midwest Satellite at 812-847-8848. Call Mike. He will treat you right. Kevin.
Thank you. 12 seconds remaining in the ball game. Miners will inbound. They have the 2-point advantage, and I'm sure someone will be fouled almost right away here once they get the ball in.
And the Miners are 3 of 6 by my book at the free throw line.
Get it into Netherland, and he was fouled right away, but didn't call it, but there's a whistle. So it's now 9 seconds remaining in the game, and Hasid, do they have a foul to give? Yes. So we'll do it again. Kingston Crane is going to be the victim. He was pushed from behind, and Kingston will be shooting a pair. If he makes both of them, I think we can pronounce it game over. But we'll see.
If he doesn't, the way Bilski had now come down, the big man has hit 2 of 3.
He's found his comfort zone in the middle there, hasn't he? Free throw, good.
So, Shaylee, how soon do you start working on the 2025 season in basketball? You got
she's got track coming up.
You got 3 seniors leaving.
And tennis. Tennis was in the fall, right?
He nailed them.
No, they will be at it's starting in soon? Not really sure when it starts, but I know it starts soon.
There'll be some big holes to fill on that varsity roster. So
I know. We got the 3 seniors out left, but as long as we lock in and really put in the work, I'm not worried about
it's an opportunity.
I know it is, yeah.
At Crane Credit Union, we offer checking accounts to fit your needs. We have a high-yield option, free debit cards, and online banking, plus free checks for members 60 years plus. With no monthly service fees, you can start letting your money work for you. Learn more at cranecu.org. And is your family protected? Contact Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Alicia Cornelius to discuss your auto, home, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family, she says. Let me help protect yours, too. Proudly serving Indiana, call 812-582-8941 to speak with Alicia, one agent for all of your insurance needs. Kevin?
8 seconds now remaining. 27-23. Miners by 4. I would say last 30-second rush by the Patriots have gotten them back in this ball game, but it looks like the Miners were able to put this one away.
Crane sank both those free throws to
get a quick 3 and inbound, steal the inbound. You're still in the ball game, so we'll see. Anything can happen. After watching Reggie Miller with the New York Knicks, anything can happen.
Over the quick two.
Coast to coast, up and good by Holka. That now makes it 2.7 seconds remaining.
We're going to take a quick timeout to hear from Rick Crines Auto Detailing. This is Raider Media Sports.
Rick Crines Auto Detailing is the place to take your car, truck, or off-road vehicle for complete auto detailing and cleaning, and a ceramic coat that'll make it shine. Call Rick at 812-201-9551.
I'll make it shine like it's mine.
Welcome back to Raider Media Sports. So, Shayla, are you in conditioning now for track and tennis, or does that begin here? You got a couple weeks off?
I have the rest of this week, and then we're supposed to start track on Monday. And so we have like indoor meets, like 2 indoor meets like in March that we do, that we take part in, but the regular season doesn't really start until,
What events do you do?
I do distance. I usually do the 800 in the 4x8, and sometimes the mile, depending on what coach wants me to do. But
Yeah, Netherland with a shot up and no whistle there. It's going to end with a 27-25 score. Miners will win it. So we have the varsity contest to come. The main event is yet to come. So stay tuned for the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show. This is Raider Media Sports.
At Jordan and Vaught Insurance Agency, you don't pay extra for the over 80 years of combined experience that will be available to you when dealing with questions about your auto, home, farm, life, or Medicare supplements. They're always there to help from 8:30 to 5 p.m. on weekdays at 123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan and Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535.
Got to get it in the air. Shot up. That's a three-pointer. Jackson Miller calls the big shot. Bingo! Oh, my God.
We thank those Raider Media Sports sponsors who make our broadcast free to view for those at home, abroad, and who watch on the replay. Whether you're a Minor Pride sponsor, a One Sports sponsor, or simply appear as rotating.
It's time we're going to recognize our Linton-Stockton School Corporation educators that are here in attendance tonight for the outstanding dedication to our students and staff. Here with us tonight we have Bethany Daly, Danielle Fatler, Amanda Smith, Lena Miller, Jeff Sparks, Heidi Rimmel, Nicole Hughes, Amy Spinks, Nikki Andrews, Heather Harris, Brandy Marler, Jessica Davis, Chelsea Tibbett, Kobe Harrison, Holly Kirk, Kaylee Fowler, Wes Franklin, Kevin Cross, Jacob Harden, and Jerry Price. And you will notice some of these educators are wearing their jerseys tonight. These educators have been selected by basketball players as someone who has made an impact on their life. But let's give all these educators a round of applause for everything they do for these kids.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment. This is Rader Media Sports.
Finding the best coverage for your home, auto, life, and business isn't always a walk in the park. I'm Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agent. Whether you're buying your first car or starting your own business, finding the right coverage can be a challenge. With great companies like Auto Owners Insurance, I can find the appropriate coverages so that you and your family can be better protected. Come see me, Audrey Sparks, to discuss what coverages are right.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Linton Miners.
So, Shaylee, we are going to have you take over the mic and do some sponsor live reads.
Wait, she's running down the stairs. Oh, I see her.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead, young lady.
Team Ortho is Greene County's only orthopedic clinic featuring board-certified orthopedic surgeon, Dr. John Hammerstein. Team Ortho also has led athletic trainer Jed Arsenault, who works with Linton-Stockton student athletes to help minimize the risk of injury. Call Team Ortho today at 812-847-3381. Greene County General Hospital, our family caring for yours. Looking to sell your home? Century 21 Sheets agent Corey Motter specializes in getting top dollar for his clients. With a proven track record and personalized marketing strategies, Corey strives to make selling easy and stress-free. Get the results you deserve and close it with Corey.
And I'll take over this next one because we have to alter this a little bit. March Madness Sandhill Crane Festival is brought to you by Friends of Goose Pond in partnership with Goose Pond Fish and Wildlife Area. Kickoff for this event is this Friday and Saturday, and it's all day, Friday and Saturday, at Humphreys Park and Goose Pond Visitor Center. You can view the schedule of all the events at www.friendsofgoosepond.org. And what we were told yesterday when we had the opportunity to talk to someone at church that's in charge of this event, they said from 10 to 2 both days is kind of really a good time to be out there because they are praying. So we're going to go ahead and let you take back. Hear the.
Let me add one thing here before she starts again, because we have been invaded by Sandhill Crane up by where we live, and it is phenomenal.
It is.
I have never seen there's literally thousands of them in these fields, and it's just beautiful. It's fantastic. I've never realized what an event it really is here.
It makes you really feel that we're in the country, Kevin.
We are.
Do one more.
If you need excavation work, then you need to call Hall's Excavating. They do site work, utilities, septics, inland clearing. They even offer drain camera and cleaning. Call Hall's Excavating in Linton at 812-699-0200.
Thank you very much. Kevin?
Excellent job. And boy, are you an answer to a prayer today. You do not realize that me being a little bit under the weather and Heather handling as much as she does, to have you here has just been a blessing.
Oh.
We do appreciate it. Okay, Kevin, so go ahead and tell us, both yourself and Dan Phillips here, give us a look into Rivet and Linton as they embark on tonight's rescheduled game. And we want to stress that this was a game that was scheduled for January 6th that was rescheduled for tonight.
I have the Rivet Patriots and Big D. You stick with me because I've seen 2 different ones of the record of 4-13. Is that what you have?
Yeah, I have 4-12, but
I don't know why I can find different records everywhere I look, and I'm not quite sure. And I'm sure rescheduling has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I go to the usual John Harrell's site. They got the Miners 15-3, Rivet at 4-12.
Okay. Then I'm going to go by that, too. I think Harold's the best one. So anyway, Rivet apparently is having a little bit of a difficult year. The Miners coming in at 15-3, but they were tripped up recently, but got back back in a groove, I guess I should say, the last time out.
Yeah, I thought they looked really sharp against WRV. I think the fire was lit under the...
Crisp was, I thought, a word you used in postgame, and I thought it was excellent.
The passes were there. The work inside was there. The three-pointer wasn't there, but yet it didn't deter the Miners, and the defense was a whole lot better. Coach Britton was, as a good coach, is always going to be never 100% satisfied, but he acknowledged how much better that they'd been. Vincennes Rivet is coached by Mark Beasy. This is going to be his ninth year at the school, 56-129. They were 5-17 last year, and so their best record of recent has been 14-11 in 2019. Coach Britton, of course, came right in, and the Miners have rolled 15-3, 18-5 last year. He has now won a total of 203 contests, 268 in his 16 years of coaching. Last time these guys met was in January last year. Miners with a big win, 71-31. The prediction is much the same. Teams haven't played a whole bunch, but actually Rivet leads the series 15-13. So definitely Rivet is kind of in a rebuilding situation. Like we talked about their roster, one senior. That's going to be Fisher Lemon, number 33. A whole lot of sophomores and a whole lot of freshmen. It looks like just a handful of juniors. So,
well, if you look at the Miners, I think there's only one senior out there as well.
Right.
Heather, let's turn it over to you.
We want to say thank you to all the Vincennes Rivet Patriots that are checking in tonight. We want to say thank you for sharing our live feed on your Facebook page. So if for some reason at all we happen to mispronounce a name, or if you happen to hear that a jersey number is wrong, we do encourage you to go to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel and please let us know.
And we want to reiterate something I know that you've already said, Heather, but now that we're up for the varsity, we have been to Rivet, and, a lot of people said, well, you can't go there, you won't be able to get out of there. Not only could we go there and get out of there, but they were phenomenal.
Jill Fry, if you're watching, which I'm sure you probably are, we told you this the night we were there, you're a rock star, and we enjoyed coming to your facility and seeing your facility and being able to shine a light on the girls basketball team. And I know your daughter is a senior this year, and
they won.
And we've been kind of following her since that night as well. So we just want to say again, thank you to allowing us in to broadcast. We do see that across from us, and I'll put the table here, is their what appears to be radio station broadcasting from across the way. So we welcome them to Linton. So
I believe the Fry girl crossed 1,000 points.
I think
too.
she did.
And,
I think she did.
They won their sectional, so
obviously lots of sectional games are finishing tonight. I know that there was a number of sectional games that were postponed until tonight due to weather over the weekend. I know that there was something put out by the IHSAA that talked about the swimming finals that were going on as well. So, and speaking of swimming, we want to sing congratulations to Sage Hall on her great first season as a Linton Minor swimmer. And we're excited to be able to follow her journey over the next few years as well. So we're going to take a really quick time out to hear from one of our Minor Pride sponsors, Linton Sporting Goods. We'll be back with you in just a moment. This is Rader Media Sports.
Linton Sporting Goods has an over 20-year tradition of offering Hoosiers the best in sports equipment and apparel. They feature Wilson, Demarini, Louisville Slugger, Marucci, Mizuno, and much more. Get ready for any sports season by shopping at Linton Sporting Goods on Highway 54, where the winners shop.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. Now, Shaylee, I know you're a junior, but you're pretty connected with all of obviously the seniors and the underclassmen. So Sage Hall, do you know a little bit about why she chose to go into the swimming, or has she always swam? I mean, I know that Linton has like a swim stingrays club. So do you see more people jumping on board to swim next year?
Honestly, probably. She brought a big light to the swimming team. I didn't even know that we really did swim at Linton. And so seeing her go so far and do really, really well was really cool and really cool to see. And I think she brought a lot of light to this sport, and a lot of people have talked about swimming and stuff, but they didn't know it was an opportunity. So it's really awesome and exciting to see what it's going to bring. And I know I think she's been swimming for a while now, so it's really cool to see how far she's going to go in her next few years on Linton.
Shaylee, tell me a little bit about her story. And I know I don't expect you to be an expert here, but it's my understanding that she gets up with her parents or whatever and drives to Bloomington almost every morning to practice. I mean, tell me a little bit about what she puts in.
It is crazy that she does that. I didn't even know that she did that until I think you guys were posting on your page where somewhere was, and it's like she drives an hour and a half in that time span every day just to go up there and swim in their facility. And it's crazy to put that amount of dedication, that amount of effort in, even when you're tired, even when schoolwork is crazy. Just to spend that much time and put so much dedication into something, it's awesome.
It's nice to have it rewarded, isn't
yes,
it? It really is. Well, that's neat, and we certainly are fans of hers from now on, now that we know that swimming even exists. I didn't even know that minors had anything going there, but they do. And I understand years ago they used to have a swimming program.
Yeah, but they've always...
Was it a club? Darren, I believe, told me it was a club.
I think so, and they always used the community pool out at the park.
Of course, now they're trying to raise money just to save the pool.
I was going to bring that up. I mean, that's probably a key ingredient to a swimming success.
We're still just a shade under 10 minutes away from the start of this basketball game, the Miners. Let's talk a little bit about that hiccup that the Miners had, which I thought Coach Britton was really revealing when he said, that was a little bit of a wake-up call. He said the coaches can say, well, you got to work on this, but when you're winning they don't really work as hard. But all of a sudden, everything came down in one game.
And you're always hesitant to say a loss does you any good, but it felt like Linton came out a little sluggish, a little slow, and didn't have the best performance on either side of the ball. Although Paul Oliver still came away with 24 points, working hard on the inside. As Coach Britton had said, it exposed a few things. And I do think it was a kick in the pants in a 9-7 team. Obviously a better team than 9-7 shows. Can travel to Linton on their home court and out-physical the Miners, really. They really handled all of the pressure. And
they also out-hustled them. They just really outplayed the Miners.
I hate to say it, but it might have been something that the Miner team needed to get back on the train. And, man, they looked very sharp against the Wolverines. Wolverines weren't at the caliber of the Cadets, and really Vincennes Rivet won't be as either. But you've got to work on your game, because coming down the road now with Marshall, Clay City, North Central, Park Heritage, and Evansville Central, this season closes with a huge bang to get you ready. You can't afford to have a slip-up. If you want to have a slip-up, well, that was a good time to have it.
I have to say, it's something that Heather noticed right away when we got here, and the basketball teams were out working out. Not to throw controversy out here, but Kendrick Lamar music was playing, and the kids went over there and queued it up and played. And I thought, well, Big D, it's an interesting world out there, isn't it?
It's generational. People like what they like, and they're trying to get the biggest audience.
The halftime show? Did you watch the halftime show?
I did not watch the halftime show.
That's a good way to get out of it.
I took the opportunity to refill my popcorn, top off my iced tea, see if my mom needed anything. And
what did you think of the Eagles? I'll say that.
Well, I tell you what.
Was that phenomenal or
what? Domination. I mean, that was I think Kansas City, got there, and they won by less, a lot of games by less than a touchdown, a lot of late comebacks. I think they got there, but Philadelphia.
That rush by the defensive line of the Eagles was not to be denied.
And they'll, you know how the press is. They'll blame Mahomes on this and that, but he truly had no time to do anything. And on the other side, with the running back Barkley, I mean, he didn't have the gaudy numbers, but they were keying on him. Just a great performance by the quarterback for Philadelphia. Maybe people will start giving him a little bit more credit, but. We live in a society that, you have two great games and then have an off game, and they want to trade you or they want to bench you. It's a tough world to be in.
Well, and speaking, let's stay with controversy for a little
game,
bit because, but no word yet on the new IU coach. I'm not even hearing any rumors about interviews.
Let's ask Heather. I mean, I don't know if she has anybody in mind or she might be favoring somebody. But
yes, she is.
I'm pretty sure she's got somebody in mind.
Well,
she's ready.
Let me say this. So I'm an IU fan through and through. I went to games, sat right behind the bench with my mom and stepfather for pretty much my whole growing up childhood with the Hoosiers being underneath Bob Knight. Bob Knight and my stepdad were good friends. It's hard not to think of IU Hoosiers and not think of Bob Knight. I mean, it's just not. And then when, he retired and they moved on, you always heard, Steve Alford's going to be the next coach.
Right.
Or, Calbert Cheney. Then there was Damon Bailey. You heard all of those names. So then out of nowhere, here comes, Tom Crean and Calvin Sampson. And, I've got basketballs that were my mother's that are from every coaching era from IU. And it's kind of, the collection has continued to grow because it's hard. And we said this last game, we have season tickets. I've had season tickets for over 20 years, and this is the first year that I just can't. I'm not enthused to go to IU basketball, so I'm ready to see a coach that's going to bring that energy back to Assembly Hall. I'm ready to see a coach that's going to bring back the Hoosier Nation and it not be just a paycheck. It's going to be a career, and it's going to inspire these athletes, and these athletes are going to want to get out in the community, get involved with their student fan base, get involved in their classes, give back.
Do you have a favorite? That's what he asked.
You're avoiding the question.
Dusty May obviously is. But I will say Bruce Pearl has been floated around, and Bruce Pearl was coached at USI, which is my alma mater.
What about Brad Stevens?
Brad Stevens, I would love Brad Stevens. I would take Thad Matta.
No, whoa! I'm a little out of step with you on that.
That's kind of at the bottom, but.
Pearl wasn't he in Illinois too for quite some time?
He was in Tennessee for a while.
Yeah, but isn't he have the number one team in the country right now somewhere else? Where is he right now? Tennessee or what?
Well, I think it's in Auburn. Isn't it Auburn?
Yeah.
I guess what I want to see is I want to see a coach that wants to engage the players, that wants to, when a game is over, celebrate a success, but inspire. And as we hear a number of coaches here at Linton, you either win or you learn. Yeah. And I feel as though it's. I don't know.
It's a tremendous fan base, number one. You're walking into the opportunity. Yes. I mean, it's there.
I want a coach that recruits Indiana.
I agree.
And there are a lot of kids. In fact, the two best players in Indiana, one went to Connecticut, right? And the other went to, was it Notre Dame or somewhere else? But the two best players did not go to IU or Purdue.
Well, it used to be as an Indiana kid growing up, you either wanted to play for the black and gold or the cream and crimson.
I know you're not going to have a full team of just IU kids or just Indiana kids, but I want to see a lot of main players from this state. There's a lot of good players that we're not getting.
Didn't we hear, Kevin, didn't you mention this weekend that Matt Painter has been floated around too?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I think he's just looking for a raise. I don't think that's going to happen.
That would shake the state.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I have to tell you, one of my best IU memories as a child was the IU Purdue games. Sitting behind, our tickets were behind the visitors' bench because after Bob Knight threw the chair, my stepdad said, "I'm not sitting behind this bench anymore because I want to be able to see the game."
Now, your stepdad owned car dealerships and used to give IU Bob Knight's car.
Bob Knight got to come to his dealership and pick out a car, and he drove that for many years. So he decided. After the chair incident, he told Bobby, he's like, here's the deal. I'm not sitting behind you. I'm not listening to it, but I'm going to support you. So he moved to the opponent's bench. Yeah. So our seats were right behind Gene Katie's wife.
I was going to say, of all the people.
And let me tell you, the wardrobe, I mean, she was black and gold in her attire through and through. And that was an experience for, an 8 to 9 to 10
Probably a lot
girl.
of sailor talk going on.
No, it really wasn't that. It was just, I mean, she was all into supporting her husband, all in. And
Good.
even though my dad coached basketball and golf and baseball for many years, it was like with my stepdad, I got the basketball side versus my dad, I got the high school side. So, and now I sit next to my husband and call high school.
Yeah, those were Hall of Fame years. They really were for both teams, Purdue and IU, and it'd be nice to get back to that. I think Purdue has held up its end of the bargain, but IU has not been able to hold up their side.
We're going to take one quick timeout. We'll be right back with Rader Media Sports.
Whether it's the classroom, the field, the stage, or the court, it's time for another production of Rader Media Sports, home of the Miners, on the Champions Network of the IHSAA.
Looks like the choir is coming out again today. They're getting lined up here for the national anthem.
For the singing of our national anthem being performed tonight by the Linton-Stockton Choir.
Get ready here now for the introduction of the starting lineups.
Everyone say good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Linton-Stockton High School for tonight's varsity contest between the visiting Vincennes Rivet Patriots and your Linton Miners. Here are the starting lineups. First of all, for the visiting Patriots, starting at a guard, the sophomore, number 10, Matt Ransom. And guard, sophomore, number 21, Jaden Thacker. And the forward, a junior, number 24, Wallace Pateka. And a guard, a senior, number 33, Christian Lemon. And a forward, a sophomore, number 42, Brody Schatz. Patriots are coached by Mr. Mark Beasy. Starting now, left by the 6'6" junior, number 2, Cooper Smith. And a forward, that's 6'3" senior, number 12, Hayden Feltner. And guard, that's 6'3" junior, number 15, Connor Daly. And guard, that's 6'4" junior, number 11, Paul Oliver. Reminds of quick finish for Matt Griffin.
With that, we have our starters, and we're just about ready for basketball tonight. What do you think of that? Lights out and everything, Big D?
Well, I like it. It adds enthusiasm, picks it up a notch. I think the opposing teams, you know, a lot of that flash can kind of get in your head a little bit.
Our broadcast team tonight is Kevin Rader, myself, Dan Phillips, and Shaylee Killian.
Miners will control the tip. Bringing it down, Jackson Miller. Working on top. Right side, Feltner. Oliver on the wing. Back to Feltner. Looking at his own. Oh. Oliver on the alley-oop. Great feed. I'm assuming the feed was Jackson Miller.
You would be correct.
What a great assist, and what a great way to start the game. Fisher Lemon with the ball, bringing it up behind the back, gets it across the timeline. Cooper Smith on him. Out on top, Nash Ransom. Working with the right hand, Jackson Miller with him. It started out for man. Kitka, Wallace going right to the cup.
Effort.
No good. It was a great effort. He's got some hops. He was in the air. Oliver. Jackson Miller. Walton Funeral Service three-pointer for Jackson Miller. He has that way of just starting the game that way.
Yeah, he hit his first two last on Saturday. But the Miners have not really been finding much success on that three-pointer for a game-long period.
Thacker to Ransom. Back to Kitka.
I think that's Katika.
Is it Katika? Okay. Pass there going out of bounds. And they're going to say it'll go to the Miners. Turnover there.
Well, that's what you want to do if you're letting come down and do what you do. Run the offense. Run it smooth.
Carson Daly.
Connor Daly.
Connor.
That's got to happen at least once.
Stanger and the Stanger home scoreboard. It's now 8-0. Miners got a timeout on the floor already. 6:27 to play in the first quarter on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Raider Media Sports.
Call Brock Anderson for your home repair and building needs. With over 25 years of experience in the construction field, he strives to have you come home to quality. Call Brock at 812-798-5583, and he says, go Miners. Team Ortho Foot and Ankle Center is home to board-certified foot and ankle surgeon Dr. Matthew Parmenter, who has more than 35 years of experience treating patients across southern Indiana. For more information, call Team Ortho at 812-847-3381. Greene County General Hospital, our family, caring for yours. Kevin.
6:27 remaining here in this first quarter. Miners dart out to a excuse me, an 8-0 advantage.
That's
a three-pointer by Miller, three-pointer by Connor Daly, and then a two-pointer by Oliver.
Not what the Patriots wanted to come out and see, but those
full court press.
Those three-pointers fall. It opens up the game.
Oliver almost had the steal, but almost doesn't count. Thacker with the ball gets it across court to Ransom. Now they go into Katika. Shot off the glass again, no good. Tip up, no good. Boy, he is a battler. Stepped on the inline.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to be a problem tonight. He's good.
Had 2 shots on the inside. Not gotten either one of them to fall. They're contested.
Jackson Miller walks it up with the right hand over the logo. Oliver on the right side. Daly back to Oliver. Miller. Oliver, the tray. No good. Rolls right to Jackson Miller. Backs it off. Oliver waiting for the offense to set up. Connor Daly Left side, Jackson Miller, Connor Daly. Oliver, ball deflected. Feltner runs it down. Cooper Smith, Oliver, Daly. Back iron, no good. Tries to hustle after it. He will not make it. Thacker. 2 points for Jaden Thacker. First 2 in the ball game for the visitors. There's a tray on the way by Oliver, and Cooper Smith tries to tip it, but no dice. Brody Schatz is able to pull that one down. Vincennes Rivet wide open underneath. Oh, it would have been a perfect layup there, but he decided not to do it. Backdoor layup. Katika over Oliver. No good. Rebound, Feltner. Nice pass. Jackson Miller with the assist to Cooper Smith. Boy, when you have a good point guard, it just makes a world of difference, doesn't it, Big D?
He's already at 3 assists.
I want to say hello to Mike Morin, watching on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network.
Thank Mike for sending me the scores of that Clay City sectional last week.
Ransom with the ball tipped out of bounds.
Keeping us informed on what was happening up there. That was a heartbreaking loss for WRV.
Well, it sounds like it got kind of ugly at the end, but pass over on the left side. Lemon tipped, deflected. Now he hits the deck. Daly looked like he was going to pass it, but then tried to take it up for the layup, but he is fouled from behind by Brody Schatz. Should be 2 for Connor Daly.
Hello to Melissa McKee, watching from home. Says go Miners.
Tucker Lint and Jake Rose getting ready to check in. Feltner and Cooper Smith checking out. This is a luxury that the Miners have this year. I just can't mention it enough.
Haven't had it in several years, the depth like that.
5 for Connor.
And, you know, there's at least a couple more that can come off.
Yeah, there really are. There, Oliver gets it. Jake Rose fakes. Then, Katika with the block. My, oh my, can he sky. And he's got the ball now coming down to the left side. He's one to watch. Fun to watch. Basketball in the lane. A little hop
he just needs to go
by
up.
Lemon. Gets it back to Katika. He wants to go around Oliver. Good defensive help there by Jackson Miller. I think Paul's got his hands full tonight.
Yeah, that athleticism.
Working on Miners and a man-for-man. Ransom on the right-hand side. Paul gets the deflection, but let's see what they're going to call here. I don't know if the ball just went out of bounds or call a foul on Paul Oliver.
.22 coming in. That for Rivet, that's going to be, I think a kid played the JV.
Henry Holka. Yeah, you're right. Fisher Lemon with the ball on the right side. Bounce pass over to the left to. That is Holka with the ball right now. He's double teamed. Oliver comes up with it, then loses it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Miners. I think Paul thought maybe there should have been a foul there.
5 quick turnovers on the Patriots.
Jackson Miller cross court. Jake, Trey, no good. Katika with the rebound. Between his legs, and we're coming the other way. Left side, Holka. Shot in the air, a Trey. Let's see, Henry is number 22.
That was a Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
Oh, there he is, 4. So I can't believe it. We're only a little bit in, and I'm already off on my scorebook, Big D. There's a shot over on the left side. Trey up, no good. Rebound by Katika.
Yeah, he skied for that one.
I've got Thacker and Holka with 2, but it's 5 on the scoreboard, so I must either got a... somebody got a 3, didn't they?
Yeah, Holka got
a 3. Over on the right side, Oliver steps in to steal the entry pass there. Wow, threads the needle.
Nice pass.
Daly, second try is good. And again, the work done there by Tucker Lent, great assist. We're bringing the ball up. Left side, Katika. Just a little bit too long. Daly coming the other way. Left side, Miller takes it to the cup, and he's fouled by Fisher Lemon. I think Fisher had position there, but it just not in time.
Really quick reminder, this quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, your key to the very best. We also want to say hello to Rader Burgess, who's watching from home.
Foul was on 33 Lemon.
Jackson Miller missed the free throw. He's got 3 so far tonight. .34, Cody Ladson is checked in now. Katika has gone out to get a rest. Just 1:55 to play in this first quarter now. That second free throw by Miller is good. He has 4. And now we've got a whistle. Oh, the ball came on the floor. I think the referee having some fun with a fan here. Oh, that's the teacher at Linton.
Heather Harris?
Heather Harris, yeah.
Looks like it came from the stands, and she picked it up.
Oh, okay. Thacker, the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover. Miners will have it.
Well, that's 8 turnovers against 0 for the Miners.
You love to see a referee with a sense of humor. This one's got it.
Tucker Lynn had a good game last against WRV. Coach was glad to say he's getting better, but he's
feeling better.
Bad health.
Yeah.
He really was under the weather bad.
Jackson Miller looks down low, finds Oliver. Baseline, back to Miller. Fakes right, passes left. Daly with a shot, no good. Oliver with a tip, and then he runs it down, then spins off the glass. Oh, my. You know, one day we're going to remark how easy he makes that look, because he is so athletic. There he is again, knocking the ball out of bounds. It just doesn't happen in a 6'4" frame. Really, a football frame.
He's got the quick response and the feel. You really feel like he could drive that lane anytime he wants to.
By the way, Shaylee, just because we're gabbing all the time doesn't mean you can't. You can jump in here anytime. There's a shot, in and out, no good. Nice rebound up off the glass. Tucker Lent with the block. Brady Schatz gave it his best effort, but Lent was there to reject it. Fisher Lemon to trigger the inbound. Gets it in. Baseline. Now to the wing. Nice move to the cup. Oh, my. Kind of a floater. And it falls for Holka. He now has 5. 40 seconds now remaining in this first half. 17-7. Get it over on the right side. Daly now back to the left. Shot on the way by Oliver. Too long. Jake Rose with a follow. No. Jake gets his own rebound and gets it up and in. And he'll get the and one. He's rewarded there. And, you know, we've seen that several times where Jake might miss that initial shot, but he's got enough hops to be competitive to go after the rebound.
You could tell that he, immediately when he shoots it, if he thinks it's going in, because he goes right after it. Second foul on 33, Lemon.
3 for Jake Rose. Oh, there's a trip. It's going to be a foul on Jackson Miller, I believe. Unintentional trip. So inbounding from the side is Brody Schatz. They get it into Holka, the freshman. And he gets his pocket picked clean by Connor Daly, who tried for the stuff, lost the ball, but it still went in. 9 points now for Daly, and we've got a whistle over here. I think he's admitting now to Paul Oliver, you know, I tried to stuff it.
Yeah.
Picked up his first foul there.
Working over there on the left side. They kind of trap Holka. He gets the ball out. Now a hook pass
Good
on the
play.
right wing. Great feed underneath to Brody Schatz. Should be just in time before the buzzer, and it is. It'll count. 22-8 is our score on the Stanger home scoreboard at the end of one. This is Raider Media Sports.
It starts well before the lights are turned on. The grill at the grill is fired up well before the front door is unlocked and the first customer ventures in.
I've been coming to the grill for 30 years. It's the best restaurant in Greene County.
It's a Linton tradition that's lasted over 100 years and the same family for over the last 40. Open 7 days a week with carry out, and speaking of traditions, they have steak night every Friday and Saturday night. If you didn't stop by today, there's always tomorrow at the grill in downtown Linton.
Welcome back to Raider Media Sports. We want to remind everyone that this second quarter is sponsored by Key Associates, your key to the very best. Call Allie Walton, Mary Beth Gerald, and Audrey Sparks of Linton. Shaylee, you're doing a phenomenal job on the camera.
Yeah, it's her first time doing this, isn't it?
We just got to coax her into jumping in here. And I know it's pretty hard when you got Big D and I over here yapping all the time. So it's still Jackson Miller. Well, no, we do have some substitutions in here. Reuben Goodman and Tucker Lint are in the lineup with Cooper Smith, Paul Oliver, and Jackson Miller. There's a shot on the right wing, up and no good. Oliver with the rebound. Throws it down to Cooper. Oh, and he is decked unintentionally. Just heavy traffic there. I believe Katika is going to get the foul.
Miles Holka took that shot. He just came into the game.
Cooper knew that kid could sky, so he was not going to participate in that. He just landed and waited.
Now the Katika's got great athleticism. He's not making the defense on the inside is getting him.
Is he? Oh, he's a junior. Jackson Miller with the ball out on top. They're in a 2-1-2 zone. The Patriots right now. Goodman on the right side. Tucker Lint back to Goodman. There it is, the tray. Jackson Miller with a Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. That's his second of the night. And he's also 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So he already has 7 points tonight.
Good night shooting the ball for him.
Nice move over there by Holka, but he gets trapped. And I think they're going to call a timeout to try to bail him out. No, he stepped on the side court.
Either that or they called a travel. Wants 10 turnovers. And Linton with 0.
Want to say hello to Bob Spears watching from home in Terre Haute.
25-9, Miners up on the Stanger Homes scoreboard. Reuben Goodman. No good. Katika with a rebound. He's back in there. Spins that ball ahead. Nice feed back to Shots. His shot no good. Oliver with a rebound.
Third rebound for Oliver. Katika with 4.
Underneath to Cooper Smith. Backdoor. What a pass by quarterback Paul Oliver. Threading the needle to Cooper Smith. And he gets it back up on the reverse layup. 6:34 to play here in this first quarter play. 27-9, the Miners on top. This is Raider Media Sports.
City Linton employees are dedicated to providing the best and most reliable utility service, security, and safety for its families and students. As the new mayor, I agree with the sign, "You'll like Linton." But you'll really love our Miners.
The Patriots inbound the basketball, get it across the timeline. Ransom with the ball, goes off the referee there. Paul pats him on the back. This is the same guy who was having fun earlier. Almost tripped on a ball.
Still having fun, I think.
Yeah, I think he is. They get the ball in now. And he's having fun with the kids, by the way, I should say. Ransom with it to Katika. Over on the right side, they go underneath the Shots. And he will be fouled and go to the line.
Looks like Goodman going to get that call. Good ball movement that time by the Patriots.
They do move the ball well.
Around the horn and identifying quickly. Shots is open down that slot.
Free throw is up and no good. It doesn't say height here for him. Do you have?
No, they didn't have any heights.
He's not tall, but he does play well in there. He knows how to move his body, and he knows. Missed them both.
So, Shaylee, when you're at the free throw line, is it nerve-wracking when it gets real quiet?
Kinda.
Or is it like, is that how you prefer it to be?
It kind of depends. Like, sometimes, like, it's like when it's quiet the whole time, then it's kind of weird. But when it's like, when there's like noise right before you shoot, that's okay. But like when it's quiet the whole time, it's kind of like, I hope I make this.
It would rattle me a bit for it to be so quiet because there's just a regular sound of the gym would be good.
You know, I'm not a golfer, but that opening tee shot when everybody's standing around waiting to go and it's you, that would not be good for me. Cooper Smith with a nice jumper in the lane for 6.
Another great assist from Paul Oliver inside, unselfish.
You know, I hate to admit this, but even in television, when we do stand-ups and people come up and watch it with a live shot, it used to drive me nuts. I hated that. I didn't want people – I don't mind if people stayed home and watched, but I didn't want them standing right there and watching. Paul Oliver with it on the left wing. Nice. It was an alley-oop, but Cooper Smith brought it down. He knew what to do with it. He took it right back up. Another assist for Oliver and 8 points now for Cooper Smith.
16 points in the paint tonight.
There's a tray on the way, up no good. Shots will get the rebound. He takes it, gets stripped, gets the ball back. Reverse layup, no good. They're fighting for it underneath there, and oh my, Cooper Smith all alone doesn't even get the chance to go up with it, and he's fouled. Cooper's learned.
Like he was getting ready to do a handstand off of Cooper's back there.
Cooper has learned just to get the ball and sit there. They'll come to you.
That was Nash Ransom. I went for a ride there. Now we're seeing 55, who we saw earlier.
Miller going out, Lint going out, Cooper Smith going out.
Otani is coming in. So
who do we have here? Feltner, Goodman, Oliver, Jake Rose, and Connor Daly. Oliver on the baseline. Cross court. Ruben Goodman with the tray. A Walton Funeral Service three-pointer, 4:56 remaining in the first quarter. 34-9 Miners on the Stanger home scoreboard.
Crane Credit Union supports area schools and wants to encourage every student to do their very best. With youth and teen accounts, students can earn $4 for every A on their semester report cards. For more information, visit your local branch or find out more at cranecu.org. Let your Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance agent Jason Wright help you think about insurance. Stop by the office, submit your information online, or give him a call at 812-798-2615.
Perfect. Kevin, can I make an observation?
Yes, ma'am.
I've sat here all boys season and girls season, and when the minor cheerleaders do a cheer, I notice Ashlyn Tatlock's dad stands up and does the cheer every single time.
With his daughter?
With his daughter, and it just...
Oh, how cool is that?
It's just amazing. I noticed it the first couple of games, and I thought, well, maybe this is just a one-time deal. But as the season has progressed, I know he stands up and he cheers along with her.
She probably looks up to see it, too.
Shots with the ball top of the key, looking for somewhere to go with it. He gets it to Holka. Holka on the right side. Gets it to Katika. He's double-teamed. Bounce pass over to Multani. Back to Holka. Now, Katika doesn't want to try to shoot it over Oliver. Looking for some help. Goes between his legs, gets it in the lane. Thought he might have switched pivot feet there, but nothing was called. Shots, turnaround jumper. They're going to call a travel.
Yeah, he looked like he moved his pivot foot. Good defense by the Miners.
Yeah, they were moving a lot in one area, but they weren't getting anywhere.
No, they kept trying to come in from that side, but a good defense from Oliver and Lint.
Going to get it on top. Jake Rose, Connor Daly left side. They're now in his zone. Goodman will drive, won't get the roll. Rebound pulled out of there by Shots.
And that's what he was doing in that JV game.
Holka bringing it up across the timeline. At the logo, working on the right side. Bounce pass to Shots. Looking for some help. He finds it in the freshman, Holka. Going to Katika. I get the feeling they normally might like to clear it out for him, but with Paul Oliver there, I don't think they want to go that way.
And he's 0 of 3 shooting, and all from the inside.
Multani back to Katika. With the left hand, he gets a screen. Now he's got a new man on him. See what he does. Wants to spin in, he can't. Jake Rose with the steal and the bunny. 5 for Jake, the freshman. 36-9 Miners. Just a shade over 3 minutes remaining in this first quarter. It seems like it's the first half. But
yeah. It's hard to believe. It's a long first quarter.
Yeah, it seems like.
A lot of Miner points for the one quarter, too.
Yeah. Getting it over on the left side. Multani, then into Thacker. Katika wants to go up with it. Does. Ooh, it was a good shot. I'm surprised it didn't go in. Goodman coming on the left side. With the left hand, spins back to Oliver. Underneath. Feltner. Off the glass. Shots tried to draw the offensive foul. No go. All the starting 5 now has scored. In fact, the only one who's played who has not scored is Tucker Lynn.
5 assists by Paul Oliver.
Katika has the ball knocked out of his hands immediately by Oliver. Just swiped away.
I want to say hello to Susan Rumpel, who is watching at home, says, enjoyed the JV game and got to see our grandson, Ian Motter.
Oh, that's great. And you know the nice thing about these games is they will always be there. These kids, when they get older and have their own kids, they'll be able to show their kids their games. How fun is that?
I would give anything to be able to go back and look.
But they will say, who is that Kevin Rader in Big D?
Yeah, what's he know about anything?
They're trapped in the corner. Shots trying to get it out of the air. He does. To Thacker. Over on the right side now. Holka.
Grandpa say, just turn the sound down.
Yeah. Oh, is that a double dribble?
I don't get that comment a lot. I get the fact that they want to hear you guys more.
Back iron.
I will say tonight has probably been an interesting night for lots of people at home.
Not sure what that was a foul.
Maybe. I thought you meant her comment. I thought maybe she'll explain later.
The fact that our team is not, our team is under the weather. But we are dedicated to being here.
Jackson Miller, Connor Daly.
Excited to follow the Miners.
Oh, my. 3, 6, 8, 10. I have him for a dozen already.
Yeah, we sound gravelly and down to earth tonight.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
Patriots moving the ball around up top. Katika inside now. Wants to spin on Oliver. Nice hook shot. He's figured out how to attack Paul Oliver, and that was a nice shot. 2 for Wallace.
You got to admire that he keeps going after it.
Well, if you can shoot a hook shot and you've got the hops, that's a dangerous shot. I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar made a career of it.
Wow.
Connor Daly.
Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot.
Hotter than a garlic milkshake.
He
3,
is
6,
on fire
9,
tonight.
10, 12, 14.
Yeah, that's the 5 of 13 shooting that 3. That's a lot better percentage, 38%.
Shots underneath. He's going to give it a go. It's rejected. Oliver coming the other way. Paul.
Ooh,
I thought he was going to go right over him. But Paul Oliver will get his 6th point of the night. 46-11, and it's still the first quarter. I keep thinking that's a mistake.
Yeah, I keep. Oh, they butted heads.
Nice move to the hoop. Oliver with a rebound. Paul coming the other way. Stops. Connor Daly in traffic. Kicks it out to Paul. Jackson Miller. Oliver. Left wing. Takes it. Off the glass. No good. So that's the end of the first quarter, and the Miners have no doubt set a scoring. Oh, no, it is halftime. So it just says first period on there.
There we go.
I thought it had to be the second quarter.
We
but
are
the clock,
in the
oh, there. Now they just updated it.
There we go. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with some game stats, halftime stats with Big D, and some commentary from Kevin. This is Raider Media Sports.
At Violet & Company, we love assisting each of you in all of life's special moments. We are a locally owned floral shop at 69 North Main Street in downtown Linton. Contact us at 812-847-3208 to purchase your arrangement for any special occasion, or stop in for that perfect gift. Stay in touch with us on Facebook under Violet & Company for upcoming events and to see our latest creations. We encourage you to live life in full bloom.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell a home, the opportunity is better than ever. Take advantage of the falling interest rates. Real estate provides the highest returns, the greatest values, and the least risk. The best investment opportunity will not fit into a safe deposit box, but you can live in it. Go with the tradition of trust. When you are ready to buy or sell, call me, Michelle Stanger at Stanger Homes at 812-219-2307 and start packing.
Welcome back to the halftime shows. The Miners have a 46-11 advantage on the Rivet Patriots. Cooper Smith with 8 points, all coming on baskets basically underneath the hoop on good feeds and assists by others. Jackson Miller with a 7. He's got 2 trays and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Paul Oliver with 6. Hayden Feltner with 2. Connor Daly with 15. 1, 2, 3. Walton Funeral Service 3-pointers. 2 shots from the field and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Tucker Lint played failed to score. 5 points for Jake Rose. 2 shots from the field and 1 for 1 from the free throw line. And Reuben Goodman with a tray as well for 3 points. That adds up to 46. The Miners had 22 at the end of 1, 46 at the intermission. For the Patriots, Jaden Thacker has 2, Henry Holka with 5, including 1 tray, Wallace Katika with 2, and Brady Schatz with 2. He's also over 2 from the free throw line. So we don't have many free throws and very low scoring game, at least for the Rivet Patriots. They had 9 points at the end of 1, 11 at the intermission, so they only had 2 points in that second quarter. Let's turn it over to Big D.
Yeah, 22 and 24. Good performance by the Miners. I feel kind of nuts that we thought that was the first quarter with 46 points on the board.
Well, if I'd have looked at the top of my scorebook, I would have seen it was the second quarter, but I kept looking at the clock. Anyway, go ahead.
This is the kind of Miner team that you got to be weary of when they're hitting the threes and they're also driving the ball on the inside. I was one off on those 3-pointers. They actually have another one there, so it's actually 40%. Hit 6 of 15. I think I had 5 of 14 earlier. But overall, they're hitting 58%, 18 of 31 from the field, and a blazing 75% inside the 3-point line. I have us for 20 of the 46 points have come on the inside of the paint, 10 of 12 inside the paint, so a high percentage there. That's 83%. Great shooting from Cooper Smith. He has 4 of 4 from the field. Paul Oliver 3 of 3, but the story for Paul Oliver tonight, 7 rebounds already, but 5 selfless assists. He could have easily taken the shot. He dumps it off. Of course, Jackson Miller, he's got 4 assists as well. On the other side of the coin, just 28% shooting by the Patriots on 5 of 18. They've really not been successful. 4 of 15 on the inside and 1 of 3 at 33% from 3-point. They've been at the line for 2 shots. They missed both of those. The Miners, on the other hand, are 4 of 5. 80% there. 8 points for Vincennes from the inside. The defense has been really solid. Wallace Katika has shown the ability to get inside and can move pretty good without the ball, but the defense has been there. 1 of 5 shooting for him, 1 of 5 for Brody Schatz. Turnover-wise, boy, there's a whopping 11 for Vincennes Rivet. They had 9 in that first quarter. The Miners have 0, and that's a great sign there when the Miners have 0. Rebound-wise, 15 for the Miners. 5 of those are offensive, and for the Patriots, it's 8 rebounds total with 2 on the offensive. They're led by Katika with 4 and Schatz with 3 rebounds.
Well, they came in, the Rivet Patriots, with only 4 victories in, 17 starts? 4 and 13?
Yeah, they're 4 and 12.
4 and 12, so 16 starts. So Linton coming in at 15 and 3, and I guess it's playing out just that way. Linton 4 of 5 from the free throw line. The Patriots 0 of 2 from the free throw line. So far, the Patriots having it all their way. Heather?
We want to give a couple of quick reminders here while we have a few moments. Obviously, as you see on the screen, Linton-Stockton High School JAG class, which stands for Jobs for America's Graduates, is currently collecting pop tabs for the Ronald McDonald House in Indianapolis. This is something that's very easy for everyone at home to do. If you have, a soda, if you have some sort of a beverage that has the pop, as you see here on the screen, the lid, so to speak, save those and bring them to any of the remaining home basketball games. Obviously, the next home basketball game will be next Tuesday against Clay City. That's going to be a huge matchup.
Oh, man.
Make sure to bring that, bring your pop tabs for that. But you can also donate them to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Jathan Wright here in Linton, Indiana. Also Alicia Cornelius in Sullivan, Indiana, and then Crane Credit Union, the Linton-only branch. You can also donate them at the Linton First United Methodist Church as well. So this is something that's so easy. It doesn't cost you any money. Obviously, you've already bought your drinks and so forth, but this is such a great cause. And Kevin, I know for many years you followed Larry the Can Man in Indianapolis, his stories of helping Ronald McDonald. And maybe while we have just a couple of minutes, share for the viewers at home the importance of these pop tabs.
Well, all I know is that it makes a difference for people who obviously have children or relatives hospitalized at the Children's Hospital there in Indianapolis, the Ronald McDonald House, and they collect those. And I know Larry the Can Man collected more of those pop tabs for the Ronald McDonald House in Indianapolis than I think is even imaginable. I went to, I think it was it Columbus? Anderson to follow him when he was going door to door, walking around town to collect those. And people at stores and bars and anywhere that he went would literally meet him with a smile and a whole big garbage bag of these tabs because they knew what he was going to do with them. And he was just an amazing man because I think you would say that he was basically kind of disabled, but yet somehow he was able to maneuver himself all around that community and make a difference for everybody else, many people that he never met and never knew. And he was just a tremendous man. And I feel bad. I know he's passed on now in the last year, and we have heard from people who were close to him who knew that I had done some stories with Larry and just had a great admiration for, sometimes you say, well, I don't know what I can do to make a difference. Well, sometimes what you need to do is look around in your community because somebody already is. And Larry was one who was doing that.
Well, I think that also inspires. Yeah, you think about stuff like that. There's things right under our nose in our own community, as small as it is. People that need something, that need help, that, sometimes just a smile and a stop, how you doing, just to converse with somebody, that's what the world needs a whole lot more of, is people like that and people that are willing to do things.
Well, Haley Franklin here at the high school as, educator for the JAG program, she's instilling a lot of great qualities and characteristics and spirit in these students. And when I saw that she was collecting, the more people that we can reach to save these tabs and get these tabs available.
I guess I should have said they help offset the cost.
So what they
That's
do
the
is
whole reason for doing it.
They recycle them. They have a place that recycles them, and then those funds are used to help the family stay at the Ronald McDonald House. And I've taken a tour there. I had a ambassador for my business a few years ago that collected, and it's not hard to collect thousands and thousands if you can just get the word out. And
counting them, to me, is the most unbelievable thing. I was in there when Larry would literally count them into the thousands and 2,000s and 3,000s. He'd literally count every one of them.
That's unbelievable.
It's just tremendous. Daly with the ball out on top. We're just getting started here for the third quarter, 46-11. At least Big D and I are in the right quarter now. Paul Oliver with the ball on the left side. Working to Feltner, now to Daly. Hands it off. Cooper Smith, who's having a whale of a night with 8 points already. Great feed underneath. Connor Daly misses it. Ball tipped out of bounds. Going to stay with the Miners. Oh, Connor would like that one back.
Yeah, that was a beautiful no-look assist, almost a baseball throw from Jackson Miller.
Jackson to inbound. Oliver with it. Gives it right back to the point guard. Back to Oliver. He's being picked up by Cody Ladson. In fact, they get the ball going the other way. Transition hoop off the glass. Very nice work by Nash Ransom. He gets his first 2 points of the night. Miners try to retaliate, but again, Ransom tips the ball away. Feltner was waiting underneath the hoop for the Oliver pass.
We should say, too, that this quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, your key to the very best. And, Kevin, one thing I want to say just quickly.
Cooper.
Quickly about the pop tabs. It doesn't, someone asked me earlier, well, how much do we have to pay to donate these tabs? Or can we give monetary donations? And I would say this, it doesn't cost anything to donate tabs. In fact, it's things that you already have at your home that you've purchased, but donations can be made directly to the Ronald McDonald House, and they have a link on their website. So feel free to go there and visit, but feel free to go to the Ronald McDonald House website to read more about the story.
Try to throw it off Feltner. He knew that was coming. Boy, look how fast Lemon is just closing. Man, he was showing some wheels. Get it underneath there, and Cooper Smith can't corral it, and we're coming the other way. I sense a little difference in intensity from this team now that they've come out of the locker room. Get it to Ladson, now back in the middle.
2 quick turnovers after a turnover-less half. Oh, gosh.
A shot on the baseline, partially tipped.
5:24 to go.
Cooper Smith coming the other way in the third quarter on the Stanger home scoreboard. 48-13 Miners. Feltner. Cooper. No look pass to Daly. 17 for Connor. Court length pass to Ladson. Wanted to go inside, couldn't quite make it happen. They get it out now to Thacker. Thacker on the left side to Holka.
I have been asked if there is a running clock, since it is
over
close,
35.
but 35 we're not at 35 just yet. We're very close.
Feedback. No look pass again to Daly to Cooper Smith. Yes. 12 for Cooper Smith. Great feed by Daly. 52-13. There's a timeout on the floor with 4:25 to play in the third quarter in the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Raider Media Sports.
Is your family protected? Contact me, Alicia Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, to discuss your home, auto, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family. Let me help protect yours too. Proudly serving Indiana, call to speak with me, Alicia Cornelius, one agent for all your insurance needs.
So, Shaylee, what do you think so far? Kind of different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's fun, listening to you guys while watching it.
A little different perspective.
Yeah.
Now you get to see all our mistakes.
I know. I got
wow. You'll know when there's that silence in the air that somebody's unplugged something somewhere.
Or when Kevin slams his fist down when he gets a name wrong. Ugh.
We're human. It happens.
I called Hunter James.
Don't even make up names because it'll get into my head and I'll say it and it'll be wrong. Cooper Smith with a rebound. Coming the other way.
Oh,
hook pass into Cooper. Back out Feltner, trail on the way from the corner.
What?
Beautiful shot. Hayden Feltner.
And he doesn't
Walton
shoot threes.
Funeral Service 3-point shot.
5 in the game for Feltner. Get it out on top. Now kick it over on the right side to Thacker. He goes underneath, and that's ricocheted away. Feltner bounce pass. Oliver, yes. 8 points for Paul. Paul not having the scoring night that he would normally have, but tonight he's deferring to Connor Daly.
But he has 8 boards and he has 5 assists.
Wow. That's a banner night for most people. And you say for Paul, it's kind of an off night. Connor takes it coast to coast, no good. Good hustle there by number 33, Fisher Lemon, to run that ball down. Then there's a full court length pass, incomplete, intended for Henry Holcomb.
Almost went into the weight room.
Almost. It's over there in the coffin corner.
Now you'll get asked what that means.
Yeah.
Coffin corner.
Do you remember that, Shaylee, from volleyball, coffin corner?
No, I really don't.
We used to, that actually is a football slogan, but I adapted it to volleyball when it was way in the right-hand corner or left-hand corner. It's kind of the coffin corner. There's a tray on the way. Jackson Miller gets his 10th point of the night on that Walton Funeral Homes three-pointer, 60-13.
Well, I hope this is a sign of things to come for the Miners. They're really dialing in that three-pointer.
There's a shot on the way. It's an air ball, but a good rebound pulled down by Katika, and he gets it up and in.
Good question on Facebook here from John Fesco asking if they're collecting at the next game, and our answer to that is they're going to collect at all home remaining games. So that is Clay City on the 18th, North Central on the 21st, and then Evansville Central on the 28th, which is senior night.
I should say that goes, there's an alley-oop to Cooper Smith, no good, out of bounds. That goes for Riley Children's Hospital if that's when they're staying at the Ronald McDonald House.
Correct.
I believe I left that part out, which Riley does miracles every single day. I can't tell you how many stories I went there to do when I would see kids' lives literally changed, and the Ronald McDonald House is a big part of that. Here's a ball. Boy, it changed. That was like tip, tip, tip. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But the Miners finally have it. They go into Feltner, and he just muscles his way right to the hoop. 7 now for Feltner. There is a possibility of having all 4 starters in double figures here. They're very close.
If they see action.
Well, I don't think after this quarter they're going to see much. Yeah, clock's rolling
is now running.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly when it started because we have had some questions. Wasn't it supposed to be at 35? At 39 it was not running yet.
Yeah, the free throw is when it stops.
Second foul on Oliver. Nice inside
Katika,
pass.
turnaround jumper off the glass, and he gets it.
So there is that discussion as far as when it officially starts. And we had the discussion just a moment ago, would it be in the fourth quarter or is it when they hit 35? So
Feltner hands it off to Cooper.
Whacked in the face.
The follow by Feltner, no good, but his second follow, he stays with it, and he is rewarded.
64-17 on the Stanger home scoreboard.
I have that as 9 for him. Katika gets another basket. He now has 8. So as far as I can tell, Feltner's the only one not in double figures. There's a shot at the buzzer. And so at the end of 3, it is 64-19 Miners over the Rivet Patriots on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports.
Proud to be your hometown grocer, Save A Lot encourages you to switch to their brands and save. Remember to download their app and register to win, or app. This week, remember to pick up your sweets for your Valentine. Remember to shop the dot to save a lot.
Oh, I wanted to say that last part with you.
Shop the dot and save a lot.
Love that.
Linton Sporting Goods is your local one-stop equipment shop for all things sports. Locally owned and operated in the family for over 40 years, they will make sure you are ready for the start of the season or upgrade throughout the season. Find them on Facebook today.
And we should say thank you to Lauren and Brittany at Sporting Goods. They were the makers of our Minor Broadcasting Club apparel fundraiser. I picked them up today, and we had a total of 35 items that were ordered. So 35 items are going to be now in circulation in support of the Minor Broadcasting Club.
So a new lineup for the Miners: Jake Rose, Reuben Goodman, Tucker Lint, Garrett McBride, and Gage Sullivan are now into the ball game for the Miners. And I have to say, Shaylee, I really enjoyed having you here tonight.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you
I
hope you come back.
Our next broadcast at home will be February the 18th when Linton hosts Clay City.
16-1 Clay City.
And that is a SWIAC conference game.
It'll be on the line.
Pretty big broadcast. We're going to have a full. It is here. It is home.
They've only lost to Northview early in the season by 5.
Now a good
Tucker Lint.
A good look back for last year. Clay City was actually the first broadcast for Matt Britton.
It was the first game of the year.
First game of the season, and I know that they were kind of the underdogs going in. He got his first Miners win last year during Clay City. So
McBride picks up that foul. I remember going up to Clay City, a great gymnasium.
It is a great facility.
And that was really a good team that we saw Clay City field that year. It came down to a gritty contest, and they had a good season. But, boy, this is the year they're looking at.
Now, are they 1A or 2A?
1A.
They are 1A.
All right. Going to get out on top over in the right corner now to Lemon, and the ball. They're working it around, doing a great job.
Just not getting the shot.
Yeah, they're just not getting. There's a turnover, but no, they get it right back. Now loose ball pops up in the air into the hands of Goodman. Reuben bringing it up. Garrett McBride, we saw a couple of games ago where he got a tray in there and the place went gadzooks. There's that word again from football.
Last time that gadzooks I heard was Hayden Feltner catching that TD pass against Brownstown.
Jake Rose back to Garrett. He's being pestered. Sullivan is able to get the ball. Gage spins, pivots around, and gets it back to Garrett McBride, who goes inside. Tucker Lint, turnaround jumper. No, off the rim, short. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it'll go to the Patriots.
That's a good feed by McBride on the inside to Lint. Had a good shot, just fell a little short. You gotta feel that Tucker was so sick. Obviously, it takes a while to get yourself back to physical shape.
Polka over on the right side now. Thacker out on top. Ransom. Katika.
Shout out to Andrea Ridge, who's watching in the stands.
Tries a reverse layup there. It's just knocked out of bounds by Cody Ladson. It'll be turnover to the Miners. (66-19). Miners on top. And again, this is a makeup game, right, Heather? This was one that was scheduled a while ago?
This was scheduled for the first week.
January, probably.
First week of January. It was actually supposed to be the very first game back in the season. And
they get him for ducking his shoulder.
Gage Sullivan gets the foul. Heather, go ahead.
Per Greg Elliott, one of our color analysis, it says a running clock is at 35 points after halftime. Clock stops for timeouts, injuries, and free throws.
And they must have not called it was 35.
It wasn't running at 35, right? Yeah, they started it a little later at about 39.
You probably don't think much about it because I don't usually think of a running clock in basketball at all.
I just wasn't sure they would do it in this third quarter.
Yeah.
That was the question, I think. Jake Rose with the ball there with a steal. Coming the other way. Garrett McBride. Oh! You wanted that one to go in for him, but Jake Rose feeds it out to Gage Sullivan. Gage gets it to Garrett. He tries to go up and gets it. He's stripped. Great steal by Hunter Bilski. You know, I still like the enthusiasm that the Patriots are playing with.
Yeah, I mean, you've really got no direction to go but to learn and to get better. And certainly when you play a good team, you know, it's a struggle, but they're a young team, one senior. They've got a pretty rich history, you know, they'll get their program back.
There's a steal. Reuben Goodman gets a shot off the glass. That's 5 now for Reuben. He had a tray in the first half.
10 fast break points by the Miners tonight.
And that was something that they didn't have in a couple of games there. The transition game just was not there. Goodman, short. Rebound pulled out of there by Multani. Left side shots. Yeah, I think they were saying shoot the ball. He should have. There's a shot up by Kultani. Up no good.
Great effort there.
Tucker Lint pulls it down. Back to Reuben. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Well, got a holding call there somewhere. Clock will continue.
On 55.
Tucker Lint going out. Jake Rose going out. Drake Netherland has come in. And also Kingston Crane has come in, right? Oh, and Owen Smith. So there's a third person that's gone out. Oh, both Reuben Goodman and Tucker Lint have gone out. Gage Sullivan with it now. Left side to Crane. Out top McBride. He was trying to get it to Drake Netherland. Couldn't.
There we go.
Garrett loads it up. Oh, good. Hear the crowd. They just love him. It's like, oh, come on.
It's a nice shot, too. I mean,
yeah, it looked good.
Plenty of arc on it.
That's when you appreciate your fans who care about a senior who's been able to come out. He's not getting a lot of playing time, but he's sticking it out and playing with his team, helping him out, and they're rewarding him.
He started
their faithfulness to him when he's on the floor.
JV is a junior, so he's got the ability. He's just in a team with a lot of talent.
There's a nice shot there by number 32. Do I have a 32? Hunter Bilski. Gets his first 2 of the night. We're under a minute now to play in this fourth quarter. Good move there by Kingston Crane. He knew the ball was coming back.
Somebody's got to be open.
Netherland, no good. McBride comes up with it. He spins into traffic. We got bodies everywhere. And we're coming the other way. Bracy Morin coming out on the right side. Now work it over on the left to Multani. Back to Holka. They're down to about 15 seconds remaining in the game. There's a tray on the way. No good. Owen Smith with a rebound. 6, 5, 4. That's going to do it. 3, 2, 1. The final. Miners win this one going away. It was never in question. 68-21 is the final over the Patriots from Rivet. We'll be back with the E2 Custom Creations postgame show when we return. This is Rader Media Sports. E2 Custom Creations, we know that every memory has a story. Every time we sit around with family and friends, we share those memories. When we pull the boxes of old pictures out of the closet, we revisit those memories of our past. Whether it's a photo or a special moment with family, a picture of a loved one who has passed. When you think about that moment, there's a memory that goes with it. At E2 Custom Creations, we offer custom laser engraving for keepsakes, personalized gifts, home decor, signage, awards, and many other custom made-to-order products. Let us help you personalize a unique gift for a loved one, customize an item, or create promotional materials and awards for your business or athletic team. Our services include engraving and cutting on a variety of materials, including wood, acrylic, leather, granite, marble, glass, and coated metals, just to name a few. If you have an idea, reach out and let's talk about how we can bring your idea to life.
We use our sportsmen for everything around our property, like plowing snow all winter. We can't wait to put it to work.
Since 1973, Linton Cycle Sales.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career, your first pay raise, the 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family, or the day of your last car loan payment, much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Welcome back to the E2 Custom Creations post-game show. Scoring by quarters. Linton 22 at the end of 1, 46 at intermission, 64 at the end of 3, and then only 4 points in quarter number 4 for 68 on the game. Cooper Smith with a dozen tonight, which might be his season high, I would think. Jackson Miller coming away with 10. Paul Oliver with 8. Aiden Feltner with 9. Connor Daly with 17, all 15 of those coming in the first half. 2 for Tucker Lint, 5 for Jake Rose, 5 for Ruben Goodman as well. Miners 4 or 5 from the free throw line for 68 points. For the Rivet Patriots, 9 points at the end of 1, 11 at intermission, 19 at the end of 3, and 21 for the ball game. Nash Ransom coming away with 2, Jaden Thacker with 2, Henry Holka coming away with 5, including 1 tray. Wallace Katika coming away with 8. Hunter Bilski with 2. And Brady Schatz with 2. And they were just 0 of 2 from the free throw line. So only 7 free throws in the entire ball game.
Yeah.
But that's the final of 68-21. Miners win it going away. But we always like to hear the stats from Big D.
We're going to it?
Yeah.
Okay, 57%. That's more in line with the Miners shooting. 28 of 49 from the field, 20 of 30 inside the three-pointer. 67%. You'll take that. That means he only missed 10 shots inside, and they actually had 18 points, 36 points inside the paint. That's a good number. In fact, 36 is just a little more than half, a big number for the Miners. But then the other side of this is they hit 42% from the three-point line. The last 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 games, the Miners have been in the teens in that percentage. Tonight they were 8 of 19, 42%. Big-time numbers for the three-point shooting. The other side of the coin for the Vincennes Rivet Patriots, just 29%. You can tell by Kevin saying just 2 free throws. They didn't get to the line, so the Miners didn't foul on the inside, just played good defense. 29%, 10 of 34, that's just 9 of 25 inside the three-point line. Only tried 9 three-pointers and only hit 1 of those. So 11% overall for that. Rebound-wise, obviously the Miners dominated that 27-13 with 9 offensive boards, 5 offensive boards for Vincennes Rivet. Big-time numbers for Paul Oliver. Not in the scorebook in terms of points, but in terms of 9 rebounds and in terms of 6 assists. Always, we say assists, you got to think Jackson Miller. He had 5 beautiful ones tonight as well. Feltner with 5 boards as well. And then Cooper Smith, 7 of 9 shooting the ball on the inside. It's got to be 14 points for him. It's got to be a big night. Hats off to Wallace Katika, number 24. He drew, of course, the defensive Oliver. He was 4 of 9 inside. Ended up with 8 points. Henry Holka came in and hit a 3 that gave them 5 points. And they just have to keep forging forward as Coach makes his way up here. And, again, I thought the team looked pretty sharp in the victory tonight.
Yeah, I think they sure did. And Coach getting the headset up and on now. Coach, congratulations, 68-21. Victory over really an undermanned Rivet team, but they kept going at it all game.
Yeah, they played really hard. They're going to give a great effort every night, even when they are a little bit outmanned. And they've got some good young kids. I like their sophomores. They play hard. They've got some good shooters, and 24 is a player. He can do some things in there. I thought we were pretty focused defensively early on. That kind of set the tone for us, and then the unselfish play, 12 assists in the first half. I love to see that. Guys really moving the ball. We had kids passing up shots, open shots to to get a teammate a better look, and that's what it's all about.
Is there ever a little bit of fear that sometimes your team will play to the level of your opponent? You didn't have that tonight. Your kids stayed focused.
They did. The same with Saturday against WRV. I felt like we came out and played our game, and that's we tell the kids that it doesn't matter what the jersey on the other side says. You got to have the same approach every game. And they've done that the last 2 games. They've played minor basketball the way we expect them to. And like I said, the defensive effort was there again tonight, like it was Saturday. And the unselfish play on offense is always fun for everybody. Cooper Smith had a really nice ball game for us tonight. Paul was passing the ball outstanding. He and Jackson.
I was just going to say that. I thought your passing, I was going to steal Big D's word of crisp, was crisp again tonight.
It was. And the forwards benefited from that. Hayden had a nice game. Cooper had a good game in there.
He did.
And the guards were finding them. The passes were crisp, and I thought everybody did a nice job.
It's nice when the movement without the basketball is rewarded.
Yeah, absolutely.
And tonight and the last couple of games it has been. Big D?
Well, I'd say you're going to take 3 guys in double figures, a guy with 9 with your main scorer with just 6.
Yeah.
His big thing was, of course, 9 rebounds and 6 beautiful passes inside to Cooper. He held the opponent to 29% shooting. The Katika kid, a lot of athleticism, but he had Paul in his face all night when he went in. He was challenged all night. You got to also love the 8 or 19, 42% three-point to go with a pretty smoking 67% inside the three-point line. You get both sides of that ball working. A pretty dangerous team.
Yeah, we talked about this Saturday. When the ball has energy and when it moves, it's no coincidence that we shoot better. And, when the ball sticks and guys want to hold it or dribble it too much, we're out of rhythm. Everybody gets out of rhythm, and we're easier to defend. And those shots aren't quite as open. But when the ball has energy and keeps moving from side to side or from one guy to the next, there were some possessions where 3 or 4 different guys touched the ball, it kept moving, and then we got an easy basket inside or a wide open 3, and it's no coincidence that we shot the ball well again.
36 points. Of course, I'm what I see. It gets going so fast sometimes, but I got 36 paint points on the inside. That's always a good number to have. Actually, you were 18 or 24 in the paint. That's a pretty good percentage as well.
It was good passing, guys moving without the ball, finding the gaps of the zone, and like I said, that's how you have to play against zone defense. You've got to keep the ball moving like that, and. I think a lot of times the downfall of some teams' zone offense is just playing on the perimeter and launching 3-pointers the whole time.
Right.
And tonight we didn't do that. We kept the ball moving, and that opened up some passing lanes and some cutting lanes into the paint. And getting paint touches against the zone is so important.
On the road next?
We are. We're at Marshall on Saturday. They've got a good team. They won again. On Saturday night, so they've got 13 wins, I believe, and are very difficult to play at home. They're just a team that's different ball club when they play in their own building. So they've got a lot of size, a lot bigger than we are, 2 really high-scoring guards. So that ought to be a great ball game Saturday.
It's funny. I always am, of course, I'm older than all of you, but it's interesting to me how the game has changed and how the guard play has become what the pivot used to be. Yeah. If you have 2 really good guards, you can win.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the 3-point shot. In the old days, you used to just dump it in the inside and pray that would work out. But now with 2 good guards, you can make a run.
Yeah. Marshall has a couple of really good ones that average about 16 apiece, and three kids that are 6'5", 6'6", 250 pounds. Very, very big. Big front line.
You're not going out smooth and easy these last 5
No,
games.
Who's scheduled?
We've got 5. We've got 5 very difficult games in front of us, so it'll only make us tougher.
Right.
We'll be there.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming up. We appreciate you. So, again, we've got the final here, 68-21. Big D, did you get to everything you needed covered?
Yeah. I think the last number I would say is when Cooper Smith and Hayden Felton are combined for 11 of 13 shooting and combined for 23 points, that means that your team is gelling pretty good and getting the ball around really well. And they're playing really good after that Cascade loss, so let's hope they can keep it going. Got some big games with Marshall, Clay City. Evansville Central.
Yeah.
Park Heritage is we beat them already in a tournament. That's a dog-eat-dog fight. And I'm probably leaving. There's one other game out of there, but it's going to be a furious final few games.
And it'll be great for us to be there to bring them to you. Miners go to 16-3. Heather, I'll let you and Shaylee close this out.
Hey, Shaylee, good job tonight.
Loved having you.
Well, my question was going to be one from a camera perspective for someone who has run the camera probably 90% of these games so far this season. You're natural, number one, so thank you for making my job tonight a little bit easier. Thank you for serving as our live reader as well, because that helped to hopefully save Kevin's voice and my voice as well. But this was obviously a view for you, seeing what we do during your games. So what perspective, I'm going to ask you this, what perspective could you give to the viewers at home sitting in this row? Because I think obviously with Big D and Kevin and myself, we all have our specific jobs that we do, but you are a student and you're learning. So what would you say behind the scenes to the viewers as far as what it feels like to be behind the lens and behind the broadcast, so to speak?
I think it's really cool because I knew that you guys did a lot of stuff up here, but like even with like you switching stuff with ads and stuff, or like following obviously like camera and stuff and commenting, like I didn't realize how hard it really was. And there's a lot of stuff. Even like when Kevin and Big D were like commenting, like I'm like, the things like they think of to say like to keep you engaged is just like, how do you think of that? Like it's cool.
Well, I think a lot of their, I'm going to speak on their behalf here from my perspective, is when you bring in 25 plus years of knowledge from Big D, and you bring in 52 plus years from Kevin, and then you bring in, and he's scowling here, you bring those two to the table, and tonight I think we would all probably agree we're all a little off tonight, under the weather, I think is a better way to put it. But we've had, I think this, if I counted right, tonight was 16 games in 11 days. And the nice thing for our team is even though we love what we do, we've got 2 or 3 days to kind of regroup and get ready and get things recalibrated and ready to go starting Saturday, because we have a game Saturday on the road, and then for the next 2 weeks it's 2 games a week, Tuesday and Thursday, and it's kind of like getting ready for sectional play here. As Kevin just walked right in front of the camera, waved all your friends, we too are getting prepared from a standpoint, and we loved having you, and we invite you back anytime that you would like to join us, because you are a natural, but you bring another element to the broadcast in the fact that you are a student, you are an athlete, and we do appreciate having you here tonight. So I'm going to take us off air for Big D, Dan Phillips, Kevin Rader, myself, and student assistant Shaylee Killian. This is Rader Media Sports. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for watching this high school boys basketball broadcast. This has been a production of Rader Media Sports. Until next time.